Hey guys, welcome to the very first and fresh episode of Smile Please You Are Marriage. And today we are going to talk about the expectations in marriage. By the way, today is my anniversary, the third marriage anniversary. And I thought, what better opportunity to introduce my man of life to you all guys and talk about our marriage story. So, what's it? Shall we begin? Shall I introduce the man who stole my heart and is, being a very strong, rock solid support in my life? So please welcome with your all warm hearts, Mr. Jeet Hirani. Hi Jeet, welcome to Smile Please You Are Married.
Hi.
How have you been doing?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Great. So first of all, I would like to wish you a very very happy anniversary, and this is like I am very blessed to wish you in front of all the audience out there.
Yeah, the pleasure is mine and happy anniversary to you too.
Thank you. So, to begin with, I'll just give you an idea. Today, we are going to talk about the expectations in marriage, and I want the audience to know about our story before we begin with all the other episodes. So, let me take you 3 years back. Are you ready to come with me?
Yeah.
Great. I just want to ask you a few questions about our marriage time when we were getting married. We came to know each other. We were into an arranged marriage setup.
Yeah.
So we did not, open up about few things in the beginning, which I would really like to open up with you right now. So while entering into this marriage with me, what were your expectations from this marriage? What will you get? And after you entered into this relationship, after we got married, what did you really get out of it?
So you are aware of my nature. I'm a bit realistic, practical person. So I didn't had much expectation because it's an arranged marriage and I hardly know you. I don't know you totally, right? But the only expectation I had from you was that you should be able to listen to me. You should be able to understand me, my feelings, because I really don't well communicate when it comes to the feelings and it comes to the hidden messages which I want to convey, because I needed someone who could read between the lines of whatever I'm trying to say. And as you know that each and every man in a particular relationship in a family has to handle multiple things.
Right.
So he has to handle the family, he has to make sure that family is united, he has to take care of the work, the finances, he also
Right.
has to take care of his wife, right? And over managing all this thing, he has to try to be romantic with his wife,
Right.
because that's the only element which will nurture your relationship.
Very true.
So yeah, so after all these things, I thought that कुछ भी हो जाए, मेरी जो भी partner रहेगी, she should be able to understand what I want to convey,
Right.
right? So communicating my feelings, my thought shouldn't be a task or a to-do for me. It should be natural.
Right.
So that was the biggest and the only expectation I had from
Right.
you.
So when we began our marriage, so did you find it easy that the expectations were matching whatever you were thinking? Were they
Yeah,
matched?
totally. It was matching. You were able to understand my family conditions. My dad was hospitalized. He was a cancer patient. So first of all, you understood that the big fat wedding won't be as planned, and as we can't turn up into a destination wedding. So before marriage, you started showing me the symptom that yeah, you are with me, you are understanding my situations, no matter what. Still, we managed to have a big fat wedding in the Bombay
Yeah,
itself,
yeah,
with
very
5 blockbuster events for our
Yeah,
marriage.
I know. I remember what kind of perfect wedding. I could have never imagined that, and I
Yeah.
still cherish the moments of be it like cricket match, be it
Yeah.
the spinsters party. That
Yeah.
was hell crazy, man. Yeah, I don't want to get distract from the topic. I would have another episode for pre-wedding talks. Please continue.
So yeah, you were supportive enough. You understood it, and you totally managed the family very well after marriage. Like my parents would prefer you than me in some of the matters, right? Major of the matters.
Right.
And I was just like, in my house, I was feeling like I am the son-in-law. So yeah,
Yeah.
you pretty much easily and in a speedy way, in a faster way, managed to win hearts of my parents, which I was surprised that इतना जल्दी नहीं होगा, but हो गया. And I was a bit relieved also because you're taking care of my parents, you're taking care of me, and its emotional needs you are taking care of, and the daily house chores you are taking care of. So yeah, I was pretty much impressed. I never expected that you would be a good cook. Provided that you came from a joint family background where before you to look after the kitchen, it was your mom, it was your masi, it was the maids,
Yeah,
right?
true,
The cooks.
true.
And somehow, if your dad and your brother too could cook for you and your family, so I never expected that you provided that you never have any sufficient time before marriage to cook for your family and to be trained for cooking as you were busy in your corporate job and your entrepreneur journey. I never thought that you would be a good cook. Provided I was also looking for a working woman, right? Because I was definitely looking for a girl who is well educated, post graduated or graduated. So I didn't mind कि भाई इतना पढ़ा हुआ है तो definitely she won't opt for a housewife. So I have to keep my what we say thinking vision broader, that yeah, I want to marry a girl who is professionally active,
Right.
who would like to work rather than being in the house and just handling the house chores or a
Right.
housemaker. So my expectations, basic expectation were made, and some of the areas I was surprised. What about you?
So, okay, so basically, when I walked into this married life, like any other girl, because our expectations and dreams have been literally spoiled by Bollywood and influenced by Bollywood, thanks to Karan Johar. I had also expected a very dreamy sort of marriage, that every day morning you would come to meet the, with a cup of tea in the bed, and breakfast in the bed, and there would be all music playing on, the early romantic music's going on in the background, and we both are like nicely chilling and dancing and going through our entire day. But maybe it was my little left out, that I did not consider the fact and the reality, and because of that my expectations were quite surprisingly not matching with what I was getting in real. When I worked, I was knowing pretty sure, because you were so, you were just fitting into my idea of a man I wanted for my life. The way I only wanted one thing, that the man who I marry with should accept me the way I am, and you did exactly the same thing for me. So I was so much having high expectations from you, that you would be, because I've got the man of my dreams, I would also get the life of my dreams. So I started expecting a lot from you, and because things were not the same into the real life, I was feeling a little sad and disheartened and upset during the early days. But it was, I think, my fault. And the moment I had my reality check, things were pretty sorted. So I think there is nothing like I can say that my expectations were not matching, but I had kept unrealistic expectations which were not matching. And those things that I thought of, I've always got from you. You were quite understanding, you were very communicative, you always had your mind clear, your expectations were realistic, you always spoke about your expectation, which were easy for me to meet. Otherwise, what happens, like the man expects, doesn't express, and expects the female to understand it without even expressing it. So it becomes so much complicated for any lady to achieve a goal which she is not aware about. But from you, it was pretty much communicative. You always spoke that I dream of I something, or I expect this, Ruchi, or I think if you do this I would really like, and you were appreciative about whatever I did. So it made my job little easier. So that, I think, was my side of story. Great. So moving on to the next question for today's episode is, how did you manage to cope up the difference between our individual expectations? So like my expectations were really unrealistic and little high, and your expectations were different on work side. So how did you balance between both, and kind of reduce the conflicts and differences between us and not let it affect our relationship?
One of the major strong thing between us was the communication.
Right,
We
agree.
were pretty muffled with each other. Precisely. So I kept my expectation very much to the basic level because I didn't want any disappointment or negative emotions in our relationship, especially when we are starting it. So I kept it at a minimum level. But as you are aware of the Maslow's need of human, जब एक चीज़ मिलता है तो फिर दूसरे के लिए you figure it out कि भाई अभी क्या चाहिए लाइफ में. So the same thing happened to me. I saw that you are too supportive. You're handling the family also. You're handling me also. Understanding me also. We are having a very good communication with respect to our life, where we want to take it our life after marriage, where you would have your identity, I would have my identity, and we would both support each other in each other careers and each other's life. And finally we had jotted down few common dreams which we need to achieve, right? So yeah, I thought that repo बन गया है अपने बीच, and you are understanding the unspoken words also. And then I started being a bit greedy and wanted more out of this relationship. So unfortunately, after marriage, just after a week of our marriage, there were some problems in my particular business, and I was alone there, and I had to deal with those areas of my business which I was not very strong enough, but I was coping with it. And I know that you could easily handle all these things because in your previous job you were handling a similar kind of profile.
Right.
So I thought कि यार बंदी समझती है मेरे को तो एक्सपेक्टेशन को भी समझेगी, and then she would be able to handle the entire, not the entire, but that particular
That part of the business.
very effectively. And rather than yelling and making understand my staff about my expectation and how the daily operations of the business and the various departments should work, Ruchi would be able to easily understand it, and I don't have to communicate it. Rather, I can focus on my work, and Ruchi can handle the rest of the administrative responsibilities. But to my surprise, that didn't go very well,
Right.
and it started creating conflicts between us.
Yeah, I remember a lot of conflicts.
And I guess that work was the first reason where we started experiencing the differences and the
Right.
conflicts and the frictions between us.
Right.
My dad was a cancer patient, and he had a chemotherapy each and every month, and I needed to run my business effectively so I can particularly produce the funds necessary for that medical treatment.
Right.
So I was in a continuous pressure कि भाई कुछ भी हो जाए यार, ये काम तो हम नहीं compromise कर सकते. And I was figuring it out various ways where I can particularly persuade you. Let's show to the world how a husband wife can handle the business effectively.
Right.
But I was disappointed, and the things were not going properly. And one fine night after the dinner, you struck the right chords of communication, and you made me realize that being a daughter-in-law, just recently married, you have to focus all your attentions towards the house. It's your responsibility to take care of them also, and make the entire house environment joyous and cheerful. So for that you are focusing all your energies. I didn't understand that particular part until you communicated with me that night, and then I saw that yeah, Ruchi also has her own battle to be won at the home front. And then from that moment I thought of looking for alternatives in my business. I thought कि भाई काम ही तो है, अगर रुचि नहीं होती तो कोई और करता.
Great. So the communication, you kind of understood and you found the right replacement to handle your work
Yes.
front, and that is how you know cope up with the differences. I think that's a brilliant idea, to not expect everything from your partner. People generally mistake ke, now I have like now I am married and I have a partner, so everything would be fulfilled by her only or him only. Like he'll be my entertainer, he'll be my supporting system, he'll be the one who creates the happiness around me, he'll fulfill all my dreams, he'll fulfill all his passions, he'll earn like Dhirubhai, he'll be romantic like Shah Rukh Khan. So one person cannot handle so many personalities at all. I believe that you should set your expectation according to the characteristic of the opposite partner, and then keep expectations to matching those characteristics only. So I think that's a very brilliant way to kind of cope up with the differences.
Yes, and being communicative with your partner will actually help you understand the daily struggles, the belief that your partner has, and then you accordingly you have to play with it.
Right.
You cannot take your partner for granted कि भाई अगर चल ये भी करती है तो वो भी कर लेगी, वो भी हो जाएगा उससे.
Right.
So sometimes communication is necessary, where you can know your strengths, know your partner's strength, know your partner's weakness, and know your weakness, and then accordingly you can play with it. Right?
Right.
Nobody is perfect.
Very true.
You need to know the partner's imperfections, your imperfections, and then you accordingly you have to power play together.
Right, and I think that will even help them set minimalistic and realistic expectations from each other.
Yeah.
Because if there is no communication, the expectations are like sky high, like I did, which I terribly failed at. But I think yes, that's a very good option for everybody out there. You can always communicate and ask whether the partner is able to cope up with your expectations or not, and whether you are able to cope up with their expectation or not. Communication is the key, guys. So that's a very good takeaway from today's episode. And now, while we are ending our today's episode, let me ask you one last question. What do you think is the strength of our relationship?
Maybe communication. We have a sense that when we have to communicate and when we don't have to communicate. Right? Sometimes we have to be silent also.
Right, and it's more powerful.
Yeah, and
sometimes.
it's more powerful. Yeah,
Right.
it gives you distance. It's give you a thought process कि भाई कैसे बात करना है, कैसे communicate करना है. You have to use and select words precisely, because see, words have the strength of making your partner understands also, and same way making your partner hurt also. So yeah, we practice that कि communication कभी करना है, communication कभी नहीं करना है, and we respect each other space also. Sometimes I don't feel like communicating and just be with myself, understand my feeling, dwell with my emotions, and then come to you कि भाई actually what I'm feeling and actually what I want to communicate, convey, and you respect that.
Right. So communication is not only enough. The right kind of communication with right timing and right frame of mind.
Yeah.
It's a deadly combination to win all the hearts. Great. And for me, if you ask, I think I had immense clarity from very beginning. Like. Even if all the havoc going around, or the conflicts, the differences, I had one thing in my mind that, see, this is the guy who is perfect for me. He just fits in me really, really well. That those jigsaw puzzles that they fit in each other so well that they come up to making an image pretty well. You were just like that to me, and I knew in my heart that if somebody can give me the life of my dreams and fulfill all my dreams and desires, it is you. And it has always been there in my mind, that clear. So that is the reason it gave me strength, it gave me clarity of my actions, my thoughts, where I am diverting this relationship to, what my communication is taking the relationship to. So whatever I did through words, actions or gestures was always driven by that clarity I was having in my subconscious, that मुझे ये रिश्ता चाहिए. First, clarity, and second, like, तुम ही वो इंसान हो जो मुझे ये सपनों की दुनिया दे सकते हो. So it was very strong for me. So for me, my strength of this marriage has always been clarity.
Yeah, I guess the same is reflected in your book also.
Yes.
The 7 stories which you had in your book.
Right.
Yeah, it's nice.
Great, thank you so much. So, guys, here we'll have the end of today's episode. We might give you more surprises and come together for our next episode. So, let us know if you want to know more about our marriage story or you want to know about something else. Leave all your doubts and questions and comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to our channel, follow me on Anchor, on Insta, and on Facebook. Lots and lots of to learn and lots of to love. Keep loving, keep growing, and stay happy forever. Smile, please. You are married. Here's Ruchi waving you a goodbye.